right, welcome to another week of Prep Sports Chat. This is sports editor Jeff Kuehn along with high school coordinator Keith Dunlap. And Keith, we have a great list of games to talk about this week, but before we do that, last week you saw one of the best games we've seen around here.
Yeah, set the stage. You know, obviously, as it always is, one of the best rivalries in the state. Norway Detroit Catholic Central Brother Rice, their annual matchup, and as it normally is, just jam-packed games. I mean, people were parking on the grass in front of Southfield Lathrop High School, which is Brother Rice's home field, and just a ton of people, jam-packed. I don't know an estimate, but so. And Catholic Central was up 24-10 with 6:08 left, and they had lost the previous 4 years in a row to Brother Rice, which is sort of shocking in itself for this rivalry that a team would win that many times in a row. And thinking, all right, you know,
like Michigan, Ohio State, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, sadly for Michigan fans, but so thinking, all right, I pretty much know how this is going to go. You know, I got all what I'm going to write about in my head, and all of a sudden, Brother Rice storms back, ties the game. Then gets the ball back late in regulation, drives down and lines up for a 50-yard field goal. And thinking, it's a high school kid, this will land 10 yards short. And the kid drills it, absolutely drills it. Ryan Kelly of Brother Rice, senior kicker. This thing didn't just barely clear the crossbar. This thing was good by 5, 6, maybe 10 yards. I mean, absolute bomb. And of course, Brother Rice is going nuts on the field. Their fans are going nuts. And since I was deadline, I headed straight to the car to go right to try and get it in the paper. So I wish I could have talked to him afterwards or talked to some people on the scene and just, we had to get it in the paper. But wild, wild scene. And again, probably one of the best finishes in that storied rivalry. And 5 years in a row now for Brother Rice.
So now it's 5 years in a row. That's unbelievable. Well, that sets up games this weekend, of which I hear there are many to talk about.
You know, it's weird. Week one, there's a lot of good matchups. Really not a whole lot in the last 3 weeks. And all of a sudden in 1 week here, we got a ton. I mean, there's some games that we normally would cover but won't be able to because there's just quite a volume of games. I mean, you have a rivalry game, Rochester Stony Creek, and South Line Novi, a border battle. But those normally would be feature games. Those are going to take a back seat to a lot of others. The big one will be in OA White. Rochester Adams is 4-0, and they play 4-0 Southfield. Both teams have been killing people so far this year, at least on the scoreboard. On the scoreboard, and so that'll be a tremendous game, 5:30 at Southfield. In the OA Blue, a little lower conference than the White or the Red, but a good matchup. Ferndale 4-0 goes to 4-0 Avondale, and that'll be a key game to watch. Ortonville Brandon Oxford's a rivalry game in the Flint Metro. And a big game in the KLA North, probably the two best teams in that division are going to hook up. Walled Lake Western is going to play at Lakeland. So, again, a lot of important games. Oh, and of course, I'm missing the big one. Saturday night at Lathrop again, Brother Rice. So they won't have much time to wind down from their win last week. Now they play their other rival, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, 7 o'clock on Saturdays. So, huge weekend.
And Orchard Lake got beat by De La Salle.
Yeah, St. Mary's is in... St. Mary's, they already have 2 losses this year. Granted, they're the powerhouses, East Grand Rapids and De La Salle. And the next 2 games are against Brother Rice and Catholic Central. So
they can only afford to lose one of those, right? Or?
You would think, unless somehow, if they finish 5-4, all those with them losing to those powerhouse teams, maybe their points would be enough to get in. But yeah, they to be safe, they'd be wise to win one of these 2 games, Orchard Lake, St. Mary's. So.
Always a pleasure, Keith. Keeps you rolling out there. Yep. Again, we're heading a part of the season now where the playoff rankings start coming out.
Yeah, weather's getting cooler and everything like that. So, and don't forget to send your videos to the Prep Zone website too.
Explain that, please. At miprepzone.com, parents, kids, we know you're out there shooting video of the game. What we're asking you to do, there's a place on the site that says shared videos. By all means, go and load up your best play of the game. At the end of the year, there's a contest going on where the best play of the season is going to be shown on the scoreboard at Ford Field during a Lions game, and the people who shoot that video will be on the field during that game. So I think a tremendous opportunity out there. Hope you take advantage of it. If not, be sure to catch us next week, as always, right here at theoaklandpress.com. Jeff Kuehn and Keith Dunlap. See you later.